Well, hey there, cats and kittens, litter mates. Welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I'm your host, Boss Kitty. Thank you so much for your patience. We had a few little technical difficulties. We had to restart OBS again like last week. We're not quite sure what's going on with that, but we'll figure it out, and it was much smoother than it was last time. Hmm. Oh, look, there's two of me again. Front row. All fixed. We're having a lot of problems with OBS, apparently. It's not liking to refresh things. It's not liking to remember that I have a microphone. I think maybe OBS just wants to break up with me and is afraid to tell me about it, which I totally get, because the last time somebody broke up with me, like, I ugly cried real hard. There's a lot of makeup involved. My passive-aggressive nature came out. It was not a pretty sight. I'm sure OBS has heard about that and it wants nothing to do with it. I am prepared for a Dear John letter any moment now. Thank you for the starting to get anxious. Twin BKs, I know all the time, right? The more BK Boss Kitties, the better. That's what you think, 9.5. Hi, 9.5. How are you? Wednesday wants to say meow meow to you. Meow meow to you as well. Wednesday. I hope you love Marie's house. I'm sure it's a ton of fun over there. So it is Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. It has been a whirlwind of a week, let me tell you. So I guess you guys get story time. I'm just going to come right out with it. TK hinted in the community comments that we had a big reveal or a big announcement to make to you guys, and we do. And I'm almost a little afraid to say anything, but I'm gonna anyway. Last year, if you were one of our Twitch viewers last year, you know that we were looking in the housing market to buy a house. Like we were finally ready to do it, and when we put our foot in there, it was about the time that the housing market exploded, and we very quickly realized that we did not stand a chance unless we wanted to pay an arm and a leg for a nearly condemned home, which was not what we were looking for. So we backed out. We were very frustrated, very upset. There's a lot of tears involved. I'll not lie to you about it. So a few weeks ago, we decided we wanted to start that torture back up again. We went with a different leasing agent. We went with a different broker. We actually did a little shopping, and we got some great people to work with. We went out and looked at houses for one afternoon. I just dropped a button. We put an offer in on one house that we fell in love with, and the offer was accepted. So as long as, knock on wood, the inspections all go well, we will have keys to a shiny new to us home as of March 17th. So happy St. Patrick's Day to us. Hold on, let me get to my, there we go. I know, I'm so excited, you guys. Oh, it's very excited. Yeah, I'm in shock still right now. TK is still in shock. We're both very much just like, when is the other shoe gonna drop? As it was a really stressful weekend because there was already an offer on the house, but it's what's called a bumpable offer. So in this case, the people who put the offer in had a house that they had to put on the market and sell. So the offer was contingent on the idea that their house would sell within a certain amount of time, and it wasn't even on the market yet. And they were very aware it was bumpable, and we bumped it because we're jerks. I don't really feel like we're jerks, though. Those people have a house. They'll still get another house. It'll be fine. I don't have a house. So, I mean, I don't know. That's how I'm telling myself it's okay. Your birthday's March 14th. So close. Oh my gosh, Michelle, it is so very, very close. Yeah, it'll be really close to around that time. Buying a house is a stressful process, but I really hope it goes smoothly for you. Thank you, 9.5. I hope it does too. It is still in Salem. It is bigger than where we are right now. So it's about, I want to say like 400 square feet. 300 square feet bigger. Plus it's got a garage, an amazing backyard. So the dye studio will be set up in the garage. We're still going to do the show from one of the bedrooms for now, but eventually we want to move that as well. So you guys will probably have to take about a week at least off to do the move itself, but we'll try to get back up as soon as possible when it happens. The decor is about to go crazy. It's in really good shape. Like it is, I don't think anything's going to come back on this inspection. And there's really not a lot of work that we need to do on this house. The kitchen is updated. The dining room is updated. It's got original hardwood floors that are gorgeous. The backyard has raised beds, and I would be happy leaving it as is, but TK is obsessed with backyards and them being beautiful, and his dad's going to help us with it, and it'll be great. It's going to be so much better than I could ever do with a backyard. It's going to be amazing. So I mean, when your least favorite thing about the house you're buying is the color of the house, I mean, it's not too shabby. Anyway, so hello to everybody. If you're new to the show, we're so glad you're here. I'm sorry to start with that. We will do our Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups every half an hour on the half hour. It starts at 6:45, so you guys have a little under 10 minutes until our first round. You just need to be a subscriber and, of course, chat it up with us. You can leash train the fur babies so they can sunbathe. Oh, we're going to look into getting them a catio, actually, because like we'll have a setup so that they can... The bedrooms, it's a 3-bedroom house. 2 of the bedrooms, one that's going to be office and one that's going to be the master bedroom. They have these beautiful glass sliding doors that go to the backyard. And then there's a window in the office as well. And I think we're going to set a catio up so they can get out the window during the day and hang out in the catio. So that's our dream, at least, for our kitties. Hello, Hooked. How are you? It's so good to see you. It's been a while. That's what paint is for. Exactly, right? Good luck polishing the wood floors. The fur babies will slip and slide. We did that with our old house. Oh, that's fantastic. We love rugs. We love area rugs. We are area rug people. Even in a carpeted home, as we have now, we have area rugs. Thank you. I'm excited too. And I'm terrified. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? That has nothing to do with knitting or crochet. So let's look at what we're working on today. Behold, a sweater. A sweater that's not on needles. What? This is our make along. I'm working on the LePouf and I have finished one lace sleeve. I don't know if that's how you would say that. I have tried it on and I really love how it's turned out. I did go down a size in the needles for the cuff, as you can see. It looks really great on. I don't like the length of it right now. I think it's a little too short, but I had to stop because I was going to run out of my half ball of yarn. I think when I do however, when I block it, it's going to extend out. So I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I do love the way it's gone down. I wasn't sure about the really dark soot right here, but I'm in love with it. What's up, TK? How are you? You hate this surface? You're done with this surface. I think you just need to deal with this surface until we move. Deal with it. We're not getting anything else until then.
Change it.
No, we're not changing it. Yes, but not until then. You can make me a surface that has like, it looks like a school desk and it looks like you've like carved TK plus BK in it. And I've carved Mittens Drools and BK Rules or something like that. Hi, Laura. How are you? Yes, it's very terrifying. All the most exciting adventures are terrifying. Yeah, for real. The sweater's so pretty, Caleb. Thank you. I really love the way it's turning out. So needless to say, this is going to make life interesting. We do still have the boxed, or not box sets. I'm sorry. We still do have the grab bags that will be dropped this following Monday. Is that correct? Is it Monday that we're dropping those? Let me double check that. I don't ever remember. Oh, my nose is so itchy tonight. Yes, Monday the 13th. So a week from today, those grab bags will drop during once the show starts for patrons exclusively for 48 hours. So if you want a grab bag, make sure you are a patron. If you're not, that's totally okay. The grab bags, whatever's left of the grab bags, if there's anything left, will be available to everybody else that Wednesday the 15th. Start of the show. What's really funny about that is the 13th is one of my best friend's birthday and the 15th is the other best friend's birthday or one of my best friend's birthdays, and they kind of squish Valentine's Day together. So that's kind of funny to me, at least. Okay, so I need to get the needles back up to the right size because these are tinier needles. So we need to change out our needles real quickly. Poof, you're a surface. Haha, Lena, that was good. Heather, hello. You're never late. You're always on time just for you. Party doesn't start till you're here. Hi, Knit Cat. Yay to moving. I'm not looking towards the move itself. We've been here for 7 years, you guys. You accumulate a lot of shit in 7 years. Too much. I've got smaller garage. Not attached. Full of stuff. I had a house full of stuff. I've got 2 small storage units next door full of stuff. It's going to be a long, interesting journey. Your family member's B-Day is Friday this week. That'll be fun and exciting. You got anything planned? Your niece's birthday is also. Man, apparently, I just got to say that people's parents really liked to get freaky. Let's see. October to September. I gotta think now. August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So, like in May. People like to get freaky in May is what you guys are telling me. Ish. Around that time. That was the right size. What am I doing? That goes on, not off. Your mom's 70th birthday is on the 15th. Her sister, 4 years younger, is on the 14th. Oh my gosh. Your poor grandparents, man. That must have been a nightmare. You're going ziplining. I've never been ziplining. I'm pretty sure that I would fall somehow, like in a bad way. I'd find a way to screw it up is what I'm trying to say. 2, 3, 4. Let's go right here. So I had to buy new 4s. I didn't have any. I didn't know where mine were. And I accidentally bought the short tips. It's fine. They work just fine. They feel a little awkward in my hands though. You think May is a popular month for weddings? It is, Lillian. That's actually when TK and I got married. We got married on May 31st. Only because it's not super, super hot yet. At least it's not supposed to be. And that year it happened to be a 3-day weekend for Memorial Day weekend. So we were able to get married on that Sunday, and it was cheaper than getting married on a Friday night or Saturday. That's the only reason that's my anniversary is purely due to finances. Ah, romance. Anniversary babies. You think so? My parents had, I was born on January 1st. My brother was born on 9/11. So he was born a year and 9 months after me. But that tells you that my parents were not paying attention to their beautiful, adorable baby daughter during her birthday month. They're doing other things. You have the short set and accidentally bought the longs one time, and it took a very long time to get used to them. Oh, this is already open. What am I doing? Okay, well, that's sweet. We, so May 31st is my mother-in-law's birthday. When I chose the date, I didn't know this. And my dear, wonderful partner, TK, did not put 2 and 2 together that was his mother's birthday. And so when I gave her the date, she was on the phone with me. And she starts crying, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, well, it's my birthday. And I was like, oh no. And she was, and it was also the day that somebody very close to her died. I don't know which parent it was. I think it was one of her parents though. And she goes, so I'm glad, or maybe it was her grandmother. She's, I'm glad it's gonna be, I can celebrate my birthday and think of happy things again. And I was like, that's totally why we picked it, because we wanted to celebrate your birthday with our love. Kim, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I totally lied to you. I just didn't know it was your birthday. But I am honored to share it with you as my anniversary. You still say the Mother's Day gift that keeps giving. Oh my gosh. That's great. So what I'm doing right now, in case anybody's wondering, is I'm just picking these stitches up off of this yarn right here. I'm just grabbing the stitches and putting them on my needle. I'm just trying to pick them up on here. We'll continue to do that in just 1 second. But right now, it is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, kiddos. That's right. I'm gonna get my keyboard. We're gonna throw it down, show you all the legals. One moment. And then we're gonna get into the good stuff. You accidentally got married on your sister-in-law's anniversary. That is awkward. Oh my gosh. How did your partner not put 2 and 2 together on that one? We're married May 25th, 1999 in Germany without realizing it was Memorial Day weekend, which is perfect now because he always remembers. Yep, it makes it nice and easy. And the winner is 9.5. I feel like this was rigged. I haven't seen you in months. That's fantastic. I don't even have to check to make sure that you're not on the list. 9.5, congratulations. You are our first contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So let me get that wheel up for you. Hello, wheel. It's been a while. Okay, for those of you who've not been here for some time or never been here, we have a wheel. Behold, it is circular. It is wheel shaped. It looks kind of like a cookie, but I wouldn't eat it if I were you. On this wheel, there is a bunch of shit. We've got adject animal sounds, we've got dad jokes, we've got Ravelry patterns for $5, and we've got Ravelry patterns for $10. We have game over, whatever. Yarn for tarot, merch codes for stickers and for buttons. We have blinky rolls, which have been coming up a fair amount, and free shipping, domestic and international. Whatever it lands on, that's what 9.5 gets. So we're going to spin that wheel. Hi, JK. Oh, you were freaking kidding me, Wheel. What is wrong with you? This is not the day for game overs.
Game over.
No, today is a day of celebration. I say to you, Wheel.
Goodbye.
Whatever, get out of here. We'll see you in half an hour. 9.5, I'm so sorry. That sucks. However, you are eligible. It does mean that you are eligible to play again on Wednesday if you decide to show up. So thank you for supporting us and being a subscriber. We love you. We're so glad to have you around. Boo. It is a bad naughty wheel. It likes to mess with us a lot. Also, it's secretly in love with Yarn Pirate. That's a thing, in case anybody's wondering and they weren't sure of it. I've confirmed this. I've decided it's canon. And since this is called Boss Kitty Live, I get to make those decisions. No problem, JK. It's how the wheel shows its love, right? Yeah, it's kind of a toxic relationship with the wheel. I feel like Wheel and Mittens kind of must, like, I don't know, maybe they golf together or bowl together. Who knows? Anyway, we got lots of stuff that we got to get rid of, which is funny because we also have lots of stuff that we have to get that we don't have. It's just a weird, it's a weird juggle, right? Like, as an example, it's all hardwood floors. We have a carpet cleaner, like a fancy, nice, fairly new carpet cleaner. I'm like, well, what are we going to do with that? And I really want to have a, instead of having a yard sale, I want to have a free sale where I put a bunch of stuff out that's just free. Like we can post about it like a yard sale and people can show up, but they don't have to pay anything. They can just take what they want. But there are going to be some some items like a brand new carpet cleaner that I can't really afford to just give away. So we will attempt to sell those things. Just a juggle. I'm the boss. Hi, Matt. How are you? You got like 5 rows done on the Fossil Friends. Get out of town. No, you didn't. It's amazing. Oh, I will have rugs. Yes. I will have area rugs for sure. I have a lovely shag blue and white area rug that I'm in love with, and that goes in our living room. I don't know what I was going to say. We're going to probably get a lower nap rug for underneath the table in the dining room. I assume there will be area rugs in all of the other rooms. In the office, I have a standing desk, and TK has a standing desk. So I have a really cool foam thing to stand on all day long. He doesn't. We'll probably get him one of those as well. A pay what you want sale is awesome. Oh, that's a good idea too, Elena. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that they could pay. I just thought they could come through and be like, I'm going to get this and this and this, and then just say goodbye and thank you, and it's done. A pay what you want, though. That's not a bad idea. That's pretty damn smart. I don't know. I've tried to do yard sales before, like normal yard sales, and I always feel like I put all this work into them and very little comes out of it. Right? I don't feel like the yard sale is what it used to be. I used to love yard sailing when I was a kid. I would do it all the time. My parents would be like, my mom would be like, I'm going yard sailing with your aunt. And I'm like, I want to come. And my brother and I would go, and we get like $1 worth of quarters, and we could spend that $1 worth of quarters on anything we wanted. It was the best. I loved it so much. And that person is still in me. Poor TK. During the summer months and even late spring months, we will be driving along. He generally is driving. I'm knitting, right? And it does not ever fail. It's just deeply ingrained in me. I will see a yard sale sign. I'll go, yard sale. So if it's on his side of the street, this is what happens. Yard sale right in front of his face. Every single time. He's not fast enough to turn the way my mom was, or my dad was when I was a kid. So we very rarely go to them unless we're prepared to actually go to them. And then I am actually looking on Craigslist or something at that point, or, Facebook in the yard sale section just to see what's available and trying not to look at signs because I don't want to cause a car accident. But when I'm not prepared for it, I can't help it. It just happens. It's deep inside of me. You're celebrating 10-year anniversary this June, and your 50th birthday is in July. Trina, that's so amazing. Oh, I love it. By the way, I don't know if this person's in here, but we apparently have a viewer. I'm not trying to call anybody out, by the way. This is a good thing. That my cousin recommended to the show. They purchased some yarn and fell in love with it, which always makes me super happy. And then they checked the show out and fell in love with that too. So if you're in here, thank you so much. And my cousin's the coolest, so good on her. Like she's pretty cool. So you've made a wise choice in befriending her. Thank goodness you found Wednesday. Oh no, where was she? You can see if you have a carpet cleaner store that would be willing to buy yours from you. I'm lucky enough to have about 30 minutes away from me, and they repurpose and sell used carpet cleaners. Miranda, that is a brilliant idea. I will totally look into that. You know what's really exciting, guys? Is because the yarn can all go in the garage where the dye studio is, there will be more room, and the room is bigger anyway, but there will be more room in the studio where the show is, which means I can put the loom in there. I can put my sewing machine in there, maybe. If not, I can put it out in the garage. I can put these things that I have not been able to use in so long in there. And I'll have a place that I can paint my miniatures again. Like, my house is not going to be consumed by yarn. My house will be a house. And my garage will be the yarn. And I'm so happy about this. My cats won't know what to do for themselves. March is your 2nd year anniversary. Miriam, oh my gosh, that's exciting too. You know, when TK and I first got married, I tried really hard to do the anniversary year thing, and I tried to be clever about it, right? So I think year 1 is paper. So I got him a set of the Lord of the Rings series, a paperback box set from the 70s that he had when he was a kid. I found that and got that for him, and got a copy of The Hobbit too. And it's all paper, so paper. I think year 2 is cotton. I got him a Josie Cotton. I got him a Josie Cotton record because Cotton isn't her name. He has it framed in his office right now. Actually, I don't remember what 3 was or what I got him for 3. I screwed up and got him wood a year early. That sounds really dirty. So I shrugged, and I believe 5th year is supposed to be wood, and I upgraded his wedding ring. He has this really pretty wooden wedding ring that's got a guitar. It's got a guitar string inlaid in it with some like rose gold and stuff like that. It's really cool. So I tried, and then I think linen was in there. He got some linen pants one year. I just kind of fell off at some point, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened at year 7, which is his last year. I was like, happy anniversary. I'm still here. Congratulations, you're still here. High five us. More room for activities. Oh my gosh, right? All the activities. This is not going to end well. I know I can actually have my friends come to my house and game instead of going all the way out to Portland. Sometimes, not all the time. Excuse me. You're terrible at remembering anniversaries, so last year you just put a bow on and that's it. He appreciated the sentiment. Emily, that right there, that is somebody who knows how to fix a problem right there. You are a fixer. Think outside of the box. I love it. This year it started out extremely rough. First shingles, then COVID, then lymphangitis, now digestive issues, and the transmission went off. Oh my gosh, Crochet, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're having digestive issues. Yeah, that's never any fun, for sure. What type of digestive issues are they? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer that. You could tell me to mind my own beeswax. It's fine too. For your first anniversary, you got your husband a PS4, but since he was always gone because he was in the military, it's more like he gave it to myself. Kayla, I mean, you share everything else, right? That's how marriage works. All the positive vibes. Do I have a positive vibe button? Whatever happened, right here.
And just let the brush just sort of bounce around and play and just let it have fun.
Bob Ross is my positive vibe button. I mean, it makes everybody smile. Let's be honest. You pulled a Homer Simpson, right? Except for it wasn't a bowling ball. You don't do anniversaries. He gets fed 3 meals every day. That's the gift that keeps on getting given. I love it, Knit and Craft. Thursday will be 21 years since the first date with my hubby. Indigo, that is so wonderful. Have some tea ready. My parents have been together, how old am I? They've been together for like 41 or 42 years because I'm 40. They've only been married for 35 legally because I was in their wedding. There are pictures that prove this. There are pictures of me throwing a fit at their wedding because I was a terrible child. If I ever wanted kids, I look back at pictures of myself and how I acted. I'm like, good, I don't need them. I got cats. We're good. That's all I need in life. Hi, Eska. How are you? Hello, Jamie. Bob Ross for the win every time. 8 days of constipation with prolapse. Oh my gosh, that's miserable. Crochet, I found out I have Crohn's, not last year, the year before that, I think. And I thought I was dying. I came home from a trip with some friends where I ate a lot of food I probably should not have eaten, honestly. And TK was in Portland. He's just roaming around Portland, so I was home by myself. And I got in the bathtub and just laid there for, I'm not kidding, 7 hours. I would just drain the tub and put new hot water in it because I had chills, I was exhausted, I couldn't move, and then I was sick, like sick, for about a week and a half before I finally went to the doctor. So if this is all new for you and you're figuring your stuff out, I'm sorry, sweetie, because that is such a miserable thing to have to go through, and it takes a terrible toll on your body, and I hope they figure it out soon for you. Doing okay by yourself, but your oldest has to... Oh, that's miserable. I'm so... Guys. Well, I hope that they get better. Strep is balls. It sucks. You guys have 15 whole minutes until the next round of the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So make sure that you've hit the subscribe button. Make sure you've hit the like button too. Seriously, and the more likes we have, the more likely somebody is to find this exact show. And it does happen. I get random subscriptions throughout the week, which is always really exciting, right? What are we at for subscriptions right now? Our next goal, I believe, is what is it? It's 1,000, right? So where are we right now for subscriptions? Let me take a look real quickly. Boop, boop, boop. We're sitting pretty at 916, so it's under 100. Once we hit 1,000 subscriptions, as a thank you to all of you litter mates out there, TK is going to do a whole craft hole, which for some of you sounds foreign. You have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. My lovely husband is hilarious. He likes to take children's crafts or really basic things and turn them into other weird things, or just to try to attempt to do them based off the instructions that are provided with them. It's a really chill, laid-back show. He usually plays a little bit of, you know, low-key punk or psychedelic funk stuff, whatever he decides he wants to play. It's usually in the middle of the day. I don't know if this one will be or not. He's dapper as always and charming and the Bob Ross of us, I guess. And people really love it. It's great to have in the background because it's so soothing. So he will bring back Craft Hole for at least one show. I don't know if it'll be more than that, but that's our thank you to you if we hit when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, and you want to know what TK looks like, and you want to know what TK sounds like, trust me, you want to know what TK sounds like, then make sure you hit the subscribe button because that's the only way it's going to happen. You enjoyed the last TK episode, right? He's ridiculously charming. Sometimes it's a little irritating, to be honest. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like he's too pretty for his own good. And I am jealous. And I am like, I want some. Give me some of the charm now, please. Ouch, that hurts. This is not fair. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now, and failing miserably at, is I'm trying to get this piece of yarn out. This is what I had the stitches held on. There we go. That's better. Goodbye, Sassy Pants. He does have a lovely voice. He was in He was in radio for, God, 30 years or so, I want to say. I don't know. You'd have to ask him, truthfully. I know he started young and just stuck with it for a while. But radio and production, which is why this show always looks so great, is because he knows what the hell he's doing. So, but he knows, he just has a natural voice for that type of stuff and knows how to use it. Healthy vibes your way, Crochet. Yeah, seriously, my heart is breaking for you. It is hard to find a doctor who will listen sometimes. Remind you of the color I'm working with. What a great question. Well, that depends on what color you're talking about, because there's a whole lot of color going on in here. So, if we start down here at the top, up here at the top, this right here, most of these are kind of custom colors because I was making this for myself, not as a display piece, like a naughty kid. This is a custom color. It's on a gray mithril base, and then it has black and gray speckles throughout it. That leads into a colorway called Buttons and Bravery, which if you are a critter, this is based off Not the Brave from Critical Role's Mighty 9 series. That was part of our first original box set, which was the Wild Mount set, and it had 9 colorways in it because we were very, very ambitious, and we didn't sell them as a box set. I don't know what we were thinking, but I'm kind of tempted to do a Vox Machina set now with the show out and people being so into it. I feel like maybe that would hit home a little harder than our Wild Mount set did, but who knows? We'll see. Anyway, that's not what you asked me. This right here is a different take on Henson and Oz. So this is on a mithril base as well, but it's got that ectoplasm green and that sassy pants pink in it. Then we go straight into Final Frontier, which is a Star Trek themed colorway. This is one of our best sellers. And then the ribbing on here is a color that we stopped carrying called Teenage Angst. And it is on a mithril base with purples and blues on, purples and blacks on it is what it is. It's sometimes it sells really, really well, and sometimes it doesn't sell at all. I've been debating bringing it back because I think it's a fun color, and I think a lot of other people like it too. Here, I'll give you guys a look-see. That's what it looks like. So we'll see. So that's what's going on there. And then in the sleeve, you've got those same colorways, right? Except for the sassy or the Teenage Angst. So it goes right into Final Frontier, and then it moves into Soot, and then it's just hard Soot all the way through. But this section right here with the Final Frontier and the Soot, I want a whole sweater just made out of those two colors held together, because it's fucking gorgeous. It's so cool looking. Who knew? Learn something new every day. You would buy a Vox Machina box so fast, right? I should find pictures. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can actually. We'll go on a little field trip for a second. Somewhere there is a picture of the Wild Mount set. So let me see if I can find it for you real quickly. I know where it is. I just have to get through all those photos. Gotta get logged in apparently. I thought I was logged into Instagram on here. Kitty. Totally right. Oh, I have too many S's up there. Whoopsies. There we go. Heck. You're not gonna like that either, but... Did it work? It worked. Okay, so let me go to my home. Nope, 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 nope. My home. Go to my stuff. Thank you. I'm gonna go all the way scroll down. Just for like 4 years, basically, of stuff. Here, in fact, so you're not looking at nothing. There you go. You can see what the heck I'm looking at here. I'm looking at 4 years of Instagram pictures. So if you've never been to our Instagram, you'll get a quick look at everything. Oh, thank you, Emily. Okay, so this is all last year's stuff. That was Black Friday for... That's the second one, so it's the year before this. That's one of them right there. It's Long May He Reign. I'll show that off here in a second. That was the Storytime box set. We're close, guys. We're so close. I can feel it in my bones. That's from surgery. There's the Ravenclaw, or the Sorting Scarfs. I know what I'm trying to say. Splatter set. So very close. This was going to be up. That's the Lord of the Rings set. It's the whole trip down memory lane, isn't it? Okay, that's the Saturday morning cartoons. It's gonna be the Golden Girls is next, and then it'll be that one. So it is right in this section here somewhere. There it is. Bam. Okay, so these are the colors right here. I don't remember all the names of them because I'm terrible, but this was our DM. I think it was just called Dungeon Master. Over here it was like a green kitty glitter color that had like reds in it and stuff. Up here you've got your Ford inspired colorway, which was called Tusktooth. This one was our Flurry of Bows, which we came up with before they started saying. This was Reborn in Fire, which was our Caleb colorway. Down here you have Buttons and Bravery, which we kept, and that was our Not the Brave. And then we had Little Sapphire, which was our Jester colorway. I don't remember what our Caduceus colorway was called. I think it was Tea Time with the Wild Mother or something like that. And then we had Orphan Maker for Yasha, and then we had Long May He Reign in Kitty Glitter as well, and that was for Molly Mock. So there is our original, very first box set. It was Critical Role inspired. Like I said, it was a lot of colorways, and we didn't do it as a box set. So I would have done a lot of things differently if I was to do this again, but we had a lot of fun with it. There you go. Whew, that was a lot. You think you have a skein of Reborn in Fire kicking around somewhere. I loved that color, and I wasn't really a fan of multicolors at the time, but that color was so good. Dungeon Master is amazing. I love it, Rat. Also, hi, Rat. All those colors are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Grief Fairy Farts and Sit sounds great. Yes. You would totally get a wild set out now. And Long May He Reign is perfection too. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Maybe we'll bring it back. I could do that. You hit 304 followers on Instagram today, y'all. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Crochet. That's really exciting. Thank you, Trina. Let's bring back that Tea Time one because it's got the pink in it. Yeah, and it's got pink, it's got mint green in it, and then it's got like purple in it too. It's delightful. You would love it. You still have a skein of Tusktooth and Orphan Make waiting for special projects. Oh, so good. And if you haven't watched any Critical Role, but you do love D&D and shit like that, and you don't want to watch 5 hours of a bunch of people playing D&D, go over to Amazon and watch Legend of Vox Machina because it's a lot of fun and you will enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, maybe we should actually start knitting. Yeah, that's a thing that we do on this show. So let's open this up. I almost couldn't find my yarn today. So this is the soot that I have left for this sleeve. This is the Final Frontier I have left. This is the not Henson and Oz, the fake Henson and Oz that I have left. And this is what we have left for Buttons and Bravery. On my phone, I've actually kept a log. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 1 second. I've kept a log of some stuff. I'll show you as soon as I get everything else closed out. If I come up here and I go in here, go in here, I go to here. You guys ready? This is my log. I'm not going to give you like details or anything. Basically, because these sleeves need to be the same, I've got 35 ounces of Buttons and Bravery, and this is how I did it. I did 10 rows solid, and then I mixed it for 9 rows with Henson and Oz. I have 45 ounces of Henson and Oz for the sleeve. I did 9 rows mixed with Buttons and Bravery, 8 rows solid, then 9 rows mixed with Final Frontier, which I have 55 ounces of. All the math. 9 rows mixed with Henson and Oz, clearly. 10 rows solid. Row 6 start the increases because there's increases there. Then I have 14 rows mixed with the gray, which is soot, and then increase on 4th and 12th row of that one. And then the gray increases go 6th, 14th, 22nd, 30th. There are 15 rows after last increase to the rib stitch. So I have detailed all of this so that they match. I just shut that, and I really should not have. Hold on. Got so busy talking to you guys about what I got, I didn't actually look. Okay, so we're going to start with 10 rows of solid of Buttons and Bravery. That project bag is cute. Thank you. My Doctor Who project bag. This was made by, I don't know who this was made by actually. Let's see if there's a name in it. My parents got this for me. Whenever they see yarny Doctor Who stuff, or yeah, yarny Doctor Who stuff, they get it for me because they love me. You will notice that I also have this one I bought myself. A Doctor Who inspired crochet bag too. Ta-da. So, yeah. I dig it. Cool. Hi, Goose. Oh, you're a pirate. Oh, was it supposed to say sleeve? What did I say? Oops. Whatever I said, it was wrong. Hoping Wednesday gets a mouse tonight. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Okay, so let me get over to my cardigan. Boink. Let's see here. Sleeves. Yeah, I did that. Slip held sleeve stitches onto circular needle. Cool, cool, cool. With right side facing, pick up and knit 2 more stitches along cast on set stitches. Then I'm supposed to knit like 66, I think is what it is, or 72. I don't remember. I don't remember what size I made. I never remember. I made the XL, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Number 5. So that would be thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 72 it looks like. So there should be 72 stitches on my needle right now. Let's double check that. You guys ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, and 2. I have 72 stitches just like I'm supposed to. So we're going to go ahead and start with our buttons and bravery. By the way, you guys, you have 1 whole minute until the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So please make sure you're a subscriber and chat it up with us. It's so much fun and you could win stuff. Somewhere in here is a center pole, and I would much prefer that to the outside. There we go. Is he from another planet? I mean, winner. Goose is... she's amazing. Goose is like magical kitty time right now. Like, seriously. So yes, I would say yes. After this, you're continuing your Doctor Who marathon. Yes, Elizabeth. Are you enjoying it? Yes, yes, yes. Goose the cat mistook my keyboard for a scratching pad. I mean, I do that from time to time. I don't know about the rest of you. So you want to pick up 2 stitches first. You see how I have this gap right here? Those are not actually stitches that I held onto. That's just the gap where the stitches I added underneath the sleeve, right? And you want to pick 2 of these up on one side and 2 of them up on the other. I'm still going to have a hole, but it is what it is. You fix that later. So let's go ahead and pick those up real quickly. Your son actually is the dungeon master at his D&D tonight. He's been playing since he was 10. He's 23 now. I think I started playing when I was 7. My parents ran a game for the kids, and I fell in love with it. So I totally get it, and I respect your son's due diligence as a DM. I think that's fantastic. So this is a stitch right here that we'll pick up, and this is a stitch we'll pick up. And I'm literally just picking up the front of the stitch, throwing it on my needle. Let me see how I did this on this side, if I twisted them or not. I did. I like to twist my pickup stitches a lot of the time because it keeps the holes from showing up underneath them. I'm going to go ahead and do these stitches real quickly, and then we'll go ahead and start the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up. So I'm going to knit through the back of these just to twist those stitches, like so. And then I'm just going to pick up this stitch right here and knit it. That's how this goes. That's all there is to it. And then you just start knitting across like so. But I'm knitting with one thing of yarn, and I'm supposed to be knitting with 2. So we're actually going to undo these because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. That would have sucked. We're going to drop this off of here, and we're going to do this because this is what I'm supposed to do. I forgot that I was supposed to be holding yarn together because I'm a goober. Shoink. So that's how that works. We'll put that off to the side though because it is time, my loves. Trying to cover sleeves, Eska, isn't it? I hate those twists. So it is time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, my loves. Let's go ahead and find out who our second winner will be tonight. There's the boring stuff. How are the braces? Marie, that was a great question. I've got one that's still loose that they never called me back on, but I have an appointment next Tuesday, the 14th, so Valentine's Day. They're going to tighten my little chain up, and they will adjust my braces, and my mouth will hurt, and it'll be great. So great. I think I'm going to see if they have hot pink this time. I got pink, and I thought it was going to be like neon pink, and it's not. It's like the color of my gums pink. It's very boring. I'm not a fan of it. Hey. Oh my gosh, Rat, you're our winner. Congratulations. Let's get you taken care of here. Congratulations, congratulations. Let me go ahead and get the wheel up. There it is. Hello, wheel. Once again, you guys know what this thing looks like and what it says on it. We're just going to go right into it. I bet you Rat is crossing her fingers for a dad joke. She loves dad jokes. Okay. Fiber in my mouth. Let's spin the wheel and see what happens. Oh, hi. You sound so excited. Yarn Tarot! Oh my gosh, that's very exciting.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
You are a winner, Rat. Rat, you know how this works. I want you to think about stuff. Whatever you want to think about, you can think about. Wheel, we will see you in about half an hour.
Bye.
Bye. So I'm going to sit here and shuffle my deck of many yarns. I'm going to shuffle my Yarn Tarot deck. And I'm going to focus on Rat, who, much like Pumpkin, I think happened last time. I met Rat the same time in person that I met Pumpkin, which was at Geek Craft Expo right before COVID rocked everybody's world. Rat is a great person. They've been with the show since the very beginning back on Twitch. They've been one of our biggest supporters and was one of our main mods when we were on Twitch, and we really appreciate that. So I'm just going to sit here and shuffle for a little bit. Focus, focus, focus. You should focus too. Rat is also a Critical Role fan. We talk about it frequently together during the show. Well, actually, it's been a hot second since that's happened. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these cards. Boop. Boop. And that way. Okay. Find out what it is. It's the Two of Cups, and it is upright. I love... You can't tell what sex anybody is in a lot of these cards. I think that's fantastic. So you've got the Two of Cups. What's really interesting about this card, by the way, the drop spindles are always cups, which is neat. But if you look at it, they're each holding the color palette of the other person, which I think is really cool. So we'll see what that's about. Cups are usually about relationships and love, not necessarily romantic, although sometimes that is the case. We took it up to the major arcana, and none of these are the major arcana. So we're going to have to come over here. Just go quickly. Two in cups. That one. Okay, so the upright version of the Two of Cups generally represents unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. So the idea is that if this is in a romantic sense, then there's this new union that's kind of blossoming or becoming new, right? But it can also mean a new partnership with a friend or a business partner, or with something that's not human. I mean, that sounds silly, but maybe you're starting a new partnership with school, right? Or maybe you're starting a new partnership with a new type of craft. It says to trust it, let yourself think outside of that box and go outside of your comfort zone, that it's going to be okay, and that you will be enriched by it, and it's just going to make you a more rounded, well-rounded person and stronger in the long run, no matter how it turns out. So just open yourself up to whatever that is and dig it. So there you go. That's the Two of Cups. It's a very positive card, actually. A lot of the Cups cards are pretty positive. This blue yarn right here, Forever Blessed. Why, this is timey-wimey. This is one of my favorite blues. Or are you talking about this one right here? This one's called Oopsie. I got a lot of blue yarn. I love the way that they do color in this deck, too. It's so good. It's just so vibrant. Much like our yarn. There you go. Okay, we will come back to the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups in about half an hour. But in the meantime, you guys, I know it doesn't feel like we've done a lot right now. And the night is just flying, by the way, but it is time.
It's time to stretch.
Anytime, rat. Okay. I have so much fiber on my face tonight, and I don't know why. We're going to stretch out our upper body because we love it and it's important and we want to take care of it. So I'm just going to have you guys start rolling your shoulders backwards. Slowly, but in unison. If you're a lady and you're wearing a bra, I'm really sorry because this can get really obnoxious to the guys that don't wear bras. Maybe you do, I don't know. If you're not wearing a bra and you've never worn a bra before, sorry. It's not that it's TMI, it's just that it's another piece of under stuff that moves around awkwardly. Anyway, once you feel all the crunchies got that way, you're going to come forward. And you can do it kind of slow. Just don't let any other part of your, you don't want to go like this, right? Like you don't want that part of your body, just your shoulders. Let them do all the work. You're really, really feeling ambitious. You can do this. Go opposite directions and then change directions. I feel like that's more figuring out if you can walk and chew gum at the same time though. So yeah, once your shoulders are all loosened up, go ahead and roll your neck. I can't roll my neck very well because I've got a headset on, but I want you guys to roll your neck as well as you can. You're going to feel a lot of crunchies when you do this. I always feel a lot of crunchies. Oh. Sometimes when I roll my neck, it hurts all the way down to my lower back, which should tell you something. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and turn our chin one way, and we're just going to push on it. Trying to get a nice stretch in that neck all the way down. And don't run away just because we're doing stretches. You should do stretches too. They're really good for you. You guys, so we spent all Saturday morning or Sunday morning and then turn the other way and do the same. Ooh, that popped too. We walked that whole neighborhood. It was so lovely for the new house. We had like 4 different neighbors that said hello to us. Where does that still happen? It was really just fantastic. Okay. I'll roll it out just one more time, maybe. Each way. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and just extend our hand forward. Hello. And bring it across your body, like so. And you want to use your other arm to kind of brace it. Keep it in place, right? My shoulders are angry from lifting a needy toddler all weekend. Yeah, it's amazing. The little movements we make, how much of a relief they give our bodies. On a few different yarns of yours for a sweater. I really love Bruiser. I think also Larkspur. Matt, I will tell you, both of those are great ideas for a sweater. Bruiser is a little more subtle because that purple really only pops in the light, but it's magical. Larkspur is like this brassy, gorgeous blue, and there's so many tones that go through it. So definitely both of those are great choices when you're making a sweater out of any of the undertones. I really do recommend making sure you alternate skeins when you get close to the end of a skein because they're hand dyed and because they're dyed twice over. Not every skein is basically unique, even if they're in the same dye lot. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So now we want to go ahead and, as you know, stretch your forearms. So we're going to come forward and pull on our fingers. Now these are the stretches that I do, and the reason I do them is because I am doing repetitive motion with my hands through keyboarding all day long and then through knitting and crochet. So these are what are important for me. Clearly, if you are doing other things, you should do those stretches for yourself. Like before I go walk or exercise or anything, I have really weak ankles. I said ankles, what the heck? Ankles. So I will do ankle stretches before I do that. Just to make sure that they're oiled up and loose and, you know, they're not going to collapse on me because that is a real thing. My ankles have gone out so many times in my life. It's not even funny. Depending on what weight the sweater is, Larkspur and Kitty Glitter is unparalleled. Oh, thank you, Laura. Larkspur and Kitty Glitter is pretty sexy, honestly. So is Soot, though. What you mean by alternate the yarn, like every row you connect the other. Yes, Lillian, that's exactly what I mean. Although I don't usually do every row. So with my yarn, what I generally do, and this includes with the undertones, is I tend to, when I get down to about, I don't know, I'd say 1/4 of an ounce left, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a fair amount of rows. I'll start to alternate with another skein of yarn, with my new skein of yarn. So I'll do a row in the old skein, then I'll do a row in the new skein, then I'll do and I'll just let the, I'll twist the yarn together, right, at the beginning of the row so that I don't have to cut it or anything like that. And I'll do that for about 5 to 10 rows. And all you're doing there is you are stopping your yarn from showing a hard line from one skein to the other. If there is more brass in one skein of larkspur than the other, that's going to show up no matter what. But if you're interlocking those two colors together, it's not as noticeable to the human eye. So if they come like this, then you know that this one is much more brassy than this one is, right? If they're going like this, then the change from that, from the top down, it tricks your eye. You don't realize that that change is there, or not as often, because you see it less brassy, a little more brassy, a little more brassy, and then you're into the normal skein yarn. So you just get rid of those hard lines is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate our wrists out. It should feel real good. And let's go to our workspace and we're going to work on our fingers. Of course, Michaela, it's a pain in the butt. I'm not going to lie. It really is a pain in the butt, and I avoid it at all costs. If I'm using commercial yarn that, you know, if I'm using Cascade 220 as an example, or Red Heart or whatever, I'm not going to do that usually. It's not necessary a lot of the case, unless like they're two different dye lots. But yeah, you know, Malabrigo, Tosh yarn, they're really, Metal and Tosh, all of those, they're beautiful yarns, but they're also really, they're known for their dye lots being very different. So that would be a situation where I would really want to make sure that I alternate my skeins. What skein colorways are on the table tonight? We have, oopsie, right here. This is that denim color. I think it's the only skein we have in stock right now. We have As You Wish. These are all DK, by the way. And we have Timey-Wimey. There has been a lot of requests lately for BKDK Ectoplasm and BKDK Fairy Farts. And I want to tell you that I'm in the process of finishing up a wholesale order for Unraveled in Portland, Oregon, for those of you who are wondering. But once that's finished, which is this week, we're working on the last of those grab bags. But I do have some extra yarn that I ordered with the wholesale account, not a ton. And the priority for those will be Fairy Farts and Ectoplasm. So those will be here sooner than anything else will. Once the grab bags have sold, we'll take the funds from that and we will buy enough yarn, hopefully buy enough yarn to at least start to restock the store, because I know it's pretty low in a lot of things right now. Shake out our hands. Woohoo! Yeah. Feels so good. You guys, my tattoos, the touch-up is healing so much better. Look at my end. My end looks so much better than it did originally. They just look great. I'm so happy with them. They should be fully healed, I would say, by next week. They still got a little bit of dryness on them. But she did a phenomenal job, so I'm pretty happy with how they've turned out. Okay, let's get back to this. First, let me get another drink because I am thirsty. Crocheted. Timey-Wimey is actually one of the earliest colors that we started. And it is one of my favorite blues too. There's a woman that made a pair of TARDIS socks out of our Timey-Wimey, and I love them. They're so perfect. Like, I almost cried when I saw them. I was like, they're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and I don't even like socks. Okay, so we're just gonna come in here. We're gonna knit. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Somebody stop me. There we go. We're going to come in here. We're going to knit with 2 strands of freaking yarn. It's going to happen. I promise. Once again, I am knitting through the back loop just to twist those first 2 stitches. You don't have to. I do that when I'm picking stitches up, like I said earlier, because I like to make sure that my yarn is my stitches are twisted so that there's not a little bit of a hole underneath them, because that will drive me insane. Like, I will go mad obsessing over it. You can fix it later with like a mattress stitch or when you're weaving your ends in. It's not the end of the world, but I try to fix what I can. That does hurt when I do that. I got to be really careful because that's still pretty tender. Electric, love the blues. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You're not partial to blues generally. Timey-Wimey is amazing. I know, it's so good. I love it so much. And it looks really, 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 really great with Blueberry Blender, which makes sense because that blue is in Blueberry Blender. I mean, it looks great with a lot of our stuff, and there's a lot of that blue and other things, but for some reason, that and Blueberry Blender, they just pop together. They're so delightful. It's also really good with Tales from St. Olaf. There's so many colors you can put that with. Thank you. Yeah, it is very saturated. A lot of our colors are, especially our earlier colors. So like Rockadoodle, which will be in the grab bags, is very saturated. We don't do I'll Get You My Pretty anymore, but Ectoplasm, Cynthia's Lunchbox, Murder Mittens. Most of our yarns are pretty damn saturated, but it really shows up on certain colorways, which is just always fascinating to me. Like, Snuffy is technically an incredibly saturated colorway. You have no idea how much dye I use for that. But it doesn't come off that way. Like, it comes off like you could probably use more dye, and I probably could, but I really like the way the color turns out. You had a great dinner. You had Mongolian beef and a rice bean jello. So yummy. That sounds delicious. I had pad thai. I made it last night, so I had leftovers tonight. A little bit of ice cream. And it, too, was delicious. So here's to us having delicious food. Cheers. Also, I freaking love water. I always forget how much I love water until I'm, like, parched. Let's see. Bring that back up. There we go. Was it spicy? Yeah, that's what I wanted to know too. I love Mongolian beef so much. I love Chinese, but it's so salty. Like, it hurts my tongue sometimes. Is it stranded color work of timey-wimey and cold as ice? So good. Oh my gosh, yes, those two colors also pop on each other really, really well. I have a heavy eyelid. See you on Wednesday. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Miriam, you have a wonderful evening. We will see you on Wednesday.
Thank you for being a friend.
Mwah. You had ice cream for dinner. Miranda, you are a true adult. Hear to that. We're making you hungry. Rosie, this show used to be so bad about that. Like, show and tell would be full of food. Delicious food. Baked goods, dinners, breakfasts. It didn't matter if I had just eaten. I would get out of here. I'm like, I need food right now. I'm starving. It was nuts. Exactly, crocheted. And my water bottle keeps everything really, really, really cold, which is the best. But you had a salad instead, and that was probably just as delicious. I love salad. It's so good. I get on this kick for, like, taco salad, and I don't mean like in a hard shell. I just mean like everything I would put in a taco or a fajita or a nachos. I just put it on a bed of lettuce instead, and I call it a night. And for my dressing, I'll take sour cream and I'll mix a little salsa. I'll mix salsa in with it. And this is going to sound weird, but then I add a little bit of water to thin it down so that it's like dressing consistency, and I'll use that as my dressing, and it's so good. It doesn't need anything else. Oh my gosh. A Sunday on Monday. I love it, Elena. Depends if the cats are around. Fair. I hit just the right spot. Ice cream always hits the right spot. The one I have is a caramel chocolate pretzel ice cream. It's so good. So Miss Elena used to be my roommate many moons ago. She's known me since I was in high school. And she will tell you as a past roommate that I'm obsessed with ice cream. Like, crazy obsessed with ice cream. I should probably be in a program with steps regarding my obsession with ice cream. You've had berries and kale, goat cheese, and oh my god, it's delicious. Now I just want goat cheese and peppadews. Oh, so good. TK, can we get some peppadews and honey and goat cheese? Can we stuff the peppadews with the honey and with the goat cheese and drizzle the honey on top, please? Because it sounds so good. Taco pizza is so good. Have you had taco pizza? Yes, yes, yes. But not like official taco pizza. I've just made taco pizza, like where I was like, I have taco fixings. I have something I can use as pizza crust. I have mozzarella. Let's make taco pizza. You're doing faux pho for lunch tomorrow. Wish we had an Asian market here. Closest is 90 miles. So what goes in a faux pho? I am intrigued by this. Tell me. Also, I want to say fee-fi faux pho now. That's so funny. Your kids are popped out at least 40 seconds. Your kids are popped out at least 40 seconds. At least 42% ice cream. All popped out at least 40. I get it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I got the all in there and it fixed everything. That is funny. Having Friendly's peanut butter candy pieces, ice cream. Ice cream. That's another thing. So like peanut butter, I don't like peanut butter. I like crunchy peanut butter occasionally. Like I'll get a hankering for peanut butter. But I do like peanut butter in my oatmeal because it's all melted and the consistency isn't thickened in my mouth like that, which is gross. And I like peanut butter in my ice cream because it's frozen and then it's delicious. Dark chocolate and raspberry ice cream is your favorite. Radioactive green mint chocolate chip. What am I asking? What's happening? Radioactive green mint chocolate chip is one of my favorites. It was my favorite for a very long time when I was much younger. I love coffee ice cream a lot. But I think really my all-time favorite ice cream has to be peppermint ice cream. And we only get that around here during the holidays. And particularly in where I live in this city, it is damn near impossible to find during the holidays because we only have like 2 stores around here and they're always sold out of everything that's good. So I gotta go to like the ends of the earth to find it. Good night, Indigo. It's good to see you.
Thank you for being
Half-baked ice cream. Yeah. Peanut butter cup. Yeah, it's delicious. It is one of the best. I will agree with you. Ugh. You guys had fried ice cream before? Because that's pretty delicious too. Okay, so we're at the beginning of our row. I just finished up right here. I don't know if I have a stitch marker on me. I should have a stitch marker on me, but you know how I am. I lose shit all the time. If I don't, it's not the end of the world, honestly. I can figure out where I am without it, but if you're doing this, you should have a stitch marker. Be responsible, don't be me. Let's look at our directions real quickly. Okay, so we did all of that. Place marker and join for working in the round. You now have, yes, that's exactly what I have. Work, even, and stitch until sleeve reaches elbow. For us, that's going to be 10 rows. Oh, I see what they're saying. No, I'm going to change in 10 rows. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're going to do this for 10 rows at this point. Hi, JB, how are you? You turn old tomorrow. What? I don't believe you. That sounds like a bunch of not trueness. You will never be old. But even though you won't be old, I do have this for you. I sing along at the end for you. Happy birthday, JB. That is amazing. I hope you have a great one. You have a surgery date too. What a great birthday gift. I hope that it is soon so you can get this over with for sure. Just move on to better things in life. Winter, you have some in the freezer and you ration it since, yeah, that's what you have to do, right? Because that stuff, it is golden. It is beautiful. It is a treasure all unto itself, and you should cherish it. Do not share it with your children. Holds up 36 stitch mark. Is that you're a baby? That's not old. You're fine. You can't be old at 36 because I am not old at 40. I refuse to consider myself old. I refuse to consider myself middle-aged, to be completely honest with you. Here's my thought process about it. If I'm buying a house in my 40s and my parents were able to buy a house in their early 30s, then I clearly am still in my early 30s. So that's the mindset I'm going to have. just with some nice wisdom and knowledge of a 40-year-old. So it's like the best of all the worlds, and I will take it. Oh, that's okay though. You've got a date, and that's the important part. Oh no, Crocheted, how? You just like rage rip and you're like, "Rawr." You only become old when you act old. Yeah, TK, do you hear that? Stop. Don't act old. None of that. You turn life, the universe, and everything many years next month. Yarn Pirate, that is so exciting. I want to get you a towel now. You're having a double ostomy with bladder taken out in 2 weeks and 2 days. That sounds exciting and terrifying all at once. So I hope it goes smoothly for you and that you have a very quick recovery. I am the queen of the Seelie and Unseelie courts. How am I queen of both? Like, that means I'm a double Fae agent. And that is chaos squared, quite frankly. I don't know if that is possible. That is a lot of chaos. And I am a chaos monkey through and through. So I appreciate the compliment. I'll take it. But that is a lot of chaos right there. At 62, you call yourself a junior senior. Exactly. With 10 years practice. Ooh, I like that, Nick Cat. That one's good. I like that one a lot. So long and thanks for all the fish. Oh my gosh, now I'm going to start singing that song. A little pack of diaper. Okay, yeah, I break those all the time too. You're in good company. That's legit. Thank you, JK. Now, I'm going to start putting that in my title, that I'm the queen of the Seelie and Unseelie courts. Fear me. And also giggle, because I'm funny. It's why Mittens lives with you. You made him your agent of chaos. I did. It's true. He roamed into the Feywild, and I captured him. And I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Now I sound like the Fey Mafia. Exciting because I will have a better quality and healthier life, but very scary. I feel you on that one, King. So here, it's to better quality of life, being healthier, and getting past the scary. You had a thing you needed to buy, and now you cannot remember for the list. No! Never forget your towel. You don't know what to get your boyfriend for his 38th birthday on April 1st. Ugh. You have an April 1st boyfriend. Marie, I dated 2 boys that were born on April 1st at different times. Those Aries, man. They're a handful. You should crochet him something or knit him something. You should make him something. Or, I mean, you could follow suit with your kitties and get him a dead mouse. Don't actually do that, please. Don't do that. The Fey Mafia, exactly. Okay. We're getting somewhere, guys. I'm actually knitting, not just chatting it up with you. Speaking of, oh my god, it's time, it's time, it's time. Time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goofy Muffs. I didn't even know it was time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goofy Muffs. I just happened to look over, and it was exactly the time it's supposed to be. So, with that in mind, I'm going to just grab my little keyboard. I'm going to come over here, type legal, and a towel warmer, and could buy another towel for the towel mountain. I love you so much. It's amazing. Born on April 1st, my aunt got the best joke. And then we'll do a winner. Your sister's birthday is April 1st as well. Hi, Jinxie. Marie Howlett, congratulations. You're our final contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. That is really exciting. Let's get that wheel open for you. Hi, Wheel. How are you? Okay. You guys know what's on this wheel. I'm not going to remind you. I'm not going to treat you like dum-dums who don't know. So, Marie, we're going to spin it for you. You ready? Hold your breath. Don't really do that. It's bad for you. You get a dad joke. Hot damn.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Marie, this dad joke just for you. So, first of all, let me say goodbye to Wheel. Wheel, good night. We will see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
And for the rest of you, okay, so we changed up our dad jokes here recently. I'm going to go ahead and roll right into dad joke number 4. I have no idea what it's going to be. These make me so nervous because I'm such an idiot in these, and it's great. So without further ado, here's your dad jokes. There, buddy, I've got a joke for you. Why did the coffee call the police? Because he got mugged. Mugged. Okay, there it is. One dad joke from me to you, Marie. Hope you enjoyed it. You will probably not see Mittens tonight. Mittens, I hear, is sleeping, dreaming of our new house that we're in the process of buying. He's very, very nervous that he's not going to have a room of his own. And between you and me, he's not. Shipping to Toronto. I don't know how much that is. I think it's probably around $20-ish, higher end of 20. If you just put this stuff in there to see what it's going to cost, it'll figure out your shipping costs for you before you actually order, so you can get an idea of it at least. I'm glad you all enjoyed that. So, before we head over to the show and tell, I do want, real quickly, to, as always, and I don't know if this has been updated tonight, so I'm very sorry if you're not on it yet, but I do want to thank all of our patrons. Granted, this list might not have quite everybody on it, but we're pretty damn close. Our patrons are amazing. They go the extra little bit and help us out and just support the community, the shop, with that little extra amount that they throw at us, quite frankly. And they get some really cool stuff for it. Different tiers get a canvas bag, you get a button. They generally have, we have sales where you get anywhere between 40 to 30 to 20% off. They get early access to box sets, grab bags, and other goodies, and they get patron-exclusive content such as myself singing, first look at things like dad jokes, and of course always the ongoing Fleece to Finished project. So if you've thought about joining our Patreon, now is a great time to do it. Just head over to patreon.com/bosskitty, and you will be eligible 48 hours early for our grab bags that start next week. So just keep that in mind. Okay, look at all these patrons. I know there's so many these days. Thank you, JB. Okay, so you guys know what time that means it is, though. I gotta get it up because I always forget to, and it's not very professional of me. So,
Time to clean up.
Yay! I don't know why I said yay with her. Oh, Michaela, we will absolutely get there up. Thank you so much, Michaela, for being one of our newest patrons. I really appreciate it. I didn't get a chance to get in here and update that. We were having some problems with the sound and everything. So you will be on there by Wednesday. I will take care of it for the end of this evening. Okay, Ginger Snap is up first. A cute Valentine's Day gnome I made on the weekend. The Highland cow I made last year. It was a lot of work, and I haven't brought myself to make another one yet. I feel you on some of those types of things. This gnome is so freaking cute. I love it. I love the braids. I love the little nose. I love the heart. I love the colors. It's just perfect. So good. Okay. And then, oh, he's adorable. Yeah, that looks like there's a lot of work in there, especially with the mane and everything. You should be really proud of it. And when you're ready, you should make another one. Maybe in a different color. See how it turns out. Perfect. Thank you, TK. I appreciate that. Get it up. Elizabeth, you're funny. Emma, first picture is my blanket update. I got a lot done at work tonight, and the second photo is my February scares for the Alt Knots Cal. That's right, we're in February. Holy moly. This looks so cool. This is your blanket, your scrappy blanket, right? Where you're just doing rows. I love it. I'm really loving how you've got your colors going. I don't know if you're doing them like randomly or if you've got these planned out, but they look so good together. And I love this green in here. I know that gnome is so cute. And then these are your squares. These are your February squares from Alt Knots. What is the stitch for February, my my ghouls / litter mates that are in here? I'm curious to know. Those look great, by the way. My personal favorite is this one that's got the heavy black up here on the top. You got to try Wagyu for your birthday? Oh, sounds so good. Machibi finished the woodland hooded scarf with pockets. Awesome. For my friend, and of course my daughter got attached. So now I'm making another. And the last pick is one of my favorite dishes to eat when out in the city. It's CG's German restaurant. Beef Roldan. Did I say that wrong? Probably. With red cabbage and, is it spatzel? I'm so terrible with words, you guys. Okay. The woodland vest, the hooded scarf, is so stinking cute. I love it. I hope your friend loves it. I hope your daughter loves hers. Like it is. I might need to make one. It's so adorable, and this looks so good. I love red cabbage so much. There's a chain of German-inspired restaurants in Oregon called Gustav's. Most of them are closed, but the one next to me is not yet. They have 2 more years on their lease, I think. And TK and I will go there for fondue sometimes. And they have red cabbage, but they also have a pineapple cabbage. So good. This looks amazing. You had to try it once before the surgery. Oh, yeah, for sure. Crochet Mom, the first pick is Stinky Kirk napping in my chevron throw. Then you have some leftover yarn. You decided granny squares would be great. And the last pick is just my super sick self today. You poor thing. Oh my gosh. Why are kitties the cutest when they sleep? Like animals in general, they know. They're like, if I look like this when I sleep, people will love me. And they're not wrong. It's so cute. These granny squares look great. Are you randomly just taking scrap yarn that you have and making granny squares and putting them aside to do something with? Because I think that's brilliant. And then I'm going to tell you, my dear, I know you're super sick and I'm sorry that you don't feel well, but I wish I looked that good when I was sick. Like, you look so put together. You look a little sleepy, but not tired where, you know, people go, oh, you look tired. No, you just look sleepy. But you look fantastic. So I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, but hooked on the king, hooked to the king. My picks are cuteness here. My picks are cuteness. Here's our new family member, Honey. The best 2 friends looking out the window. Okay. Any explanation? No explanation needed. And 3 is Stephen King's house in Bangor, Maine. I have a story about Stephen King. Oh my goodness. Look at them. They're so sweet. I love the paw on top of the puppy. It's the cutest. Look at those eyes. Oh, so adorable. So, my best friend who lives in Rhode Island, my bestest of friends since I was very young, her grandmother used to live next to Stephen King, or near Stephen King, and her ball ended up in his yard a few times, and he taught her how to disco dance. Not her grandmother, but my friend, which I thought was really cool. Miss Monster finished Cal for best roommate in BKDK Forest Park. And then there's a started a sorting scarf in Ravendall colors and the second sock of a pair that's been hibernating for a while for your sister. And then homemade tomka soup. So good. It looks beautiful. I cannot wait to know if they like it. The colors look so good in that pattern, and you did such a great job. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love the pattern because it almost hides the rib stitch for the top and the bottom, which I think is really neat. That puppy is too cute. And then I can see you're doing the knitted Ravendall scarf in the round. Love it. Some good core line there. And I think you're using... I think that is clockwork. Or maybe it's not our yarn, but I think it's clockwork. I love that sock. I hope your sister loves them. And then your tomka soup. Oh, this looks so good. Tom Yum soup is my absolute favorite when I'm sick. But tomka is pretty good too. It's got the coconut in it. I do have some coconut milk in the fridge. Add some chicken and some basil. I'm thinking now. I don't have any lemongrass though. Elizabeth 84, getting close to done with February stitch and Scream. So are you guys supposed to do multiple squares or just one square? They're beautiful. I love them. All of these have just been so cool looking. They do like it. Yay! You got a commission for a hat from a Stuba, and I get to make my first hat pattern. Oh, okay. You'll be recreating a vintage hat. That sounds fantastic. Congratulations. Fact. There you go, Jamie. AJ Crochet Guys. Hi, everyone. Showing this again because I didn't get it featured last time. Oh, I thought we showed it off. I'm so sorry about that, AJ. Hope y'all like it. Happy crocheting. I love it. I think it's adorable. I loved the heart here with the shiny on it where it reflected off. And I love the ruffle up on the top neckline. Oh, it's just so cute. And then here is the other side of it. Is it so it's like a little baby dress, or is it a sweater? Either way, it's really adorable. Indigo. Rowan helping me put together my first quilt sandwich right before stream. And then number 2 is hubby's mini paint table. It folds up. It's a black... What? It has a blackboard on the outside. What? No. Rowan, you're a very good helper. This looks phenomenal. It's going to be so beautiful when it's done. Ah, this is really exciting. It's your first quilt. Ugh. I need this. How is this a table? How did I not know this kind of table existed? And where do I find one? This is magical. I need it so bad. Seriously, I need a place. Like, I have a whole entire cabinet over here that has all my miniatures in it, all my paints, and it's bursting at the seams. I've stopped using my 3D printer at the moment because I feel guilty making more prints. Now you want Thai soup. Exactly. It's the first square pattern of the month for the year. Okay, cool. It's great, Cassandra. It's supposed to be one per month. That makes sense. It is a beautiful quilt. JK, Shani and Warrior, if she shares, got a new cat basket from our recent trip. That is so cute. It's got ears. It almost matches your cat's colors. So I totally understand why your cat's like, no, it's mine. I fit, I sit. The end. JB, I hope you are. Earth Gal, counting interchangeable hook on that my husband got me for Christmas. My first hat I made for myself. And my cuddle buddy, Honey Bun. That is really cool. I've never seen one of these. So when you finish a row, you just push the button and it counts the row for you. That is brilliant. I never would have thought about that. That's really neat. Your hat is adorable, but your face is even more adorable. It looks really good on you is what I'm trying to say without being creepy. Seriously, it's a great hat on you. It looks very cozy. And you did such a great job. Hats can be hard. Look at that goofy ass face. That's so cute. I love when dogs show off their teeth, but it's not in an aggressive manner. It's the cutest thing. So goofy. You were ecstatic to found what? Oh, that's amazing. Gothic Hippie, hoping to finish the body tonight and bang out the sleeves tomorrow. If you get 2 sleeves done in one day, we are no longer friends because I will be jealous. Do you know how long this thing has taken me? I've been procrastinating. This is gorgeous, Laura. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. I love your sweaters so much. I imagine that you just open your closet and it's like brim to brim, like just full of sweaters. And you're like, what sweater will I wear today? Like you could probably wear like a sweater in the morning, a sweater in the afternoon, a sweater at night, right? Yeah. Because you're so freaking talented. There's so many sweaters and they're so beautiful. And I love that all of your sweaters reflect your personality. In fact, I love that all of your guys' stuff reflects your own personality. It's the best part, such as Pixie Punk right here. Hex cardigan I made with a large pentagonal, I can't say it, hood. It's got a really cool freaking hood on it. And this is totally a Pixie Punk vibe, for real. I am digging the fact that it is similar, but not the exact same on both sides. And it's huge. It looks so cozy. You look like a goddess in this. Also, I love your backsplash. Hi, Handmade. There's only like 6 of them, to be honest. Really? Well, they are so amazing that it feels like each one of those is like 8. Knit and Craft. I got all 3 mezzos seamed up. You made 3? Holy sh! I feel so bad. Like, I'm like almost finished with the first thing I'm making. You're so amazing. Now I need to extend the backs and add ribbing and pockets. I was hoping to get them finished before Sock Madness, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's okay. And pro tip for those of you that don't like pie crust, put your chicken pot pie filling over French biscuits. That is a brilliant idea. I'll tell you, pie crust on savory meat pies. It's the only way I like pie crust. I know you all hate this about me, but it is literally the only way that I will eat pie crust. I'm like, this is tasty. I can appreciate it in this way. But it's also really good with biscuits, and now I really am hungry again. I knit Christmas stocking finished for New Year's Eve, just in time. Ad-libbed the pattern as I went. Oh, I love it. I love, my favorite part of this is actually the very top where you have these little poofs. I love all the texture in this. It's really neat. And then it looks like here, oh yeah, there's so much going on in this stocking. It's just so unique. Colors are great. Whoever you're giving it to, I hope they absolutely love it and cherish it, because it is a piece of art. You guys, what great show. No, seriously. What a phenomenal show. It ran really fast. I felt like it just kind of flew by. You're all so amazing and talented, and I just am so inspired by the upbeat, I don't know, vibe that this community gives off. It's always just so wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me share our very exciting news about buying the house. We're so happy and excited about this. It's going to be a whirlwind, so just bear with us. You're going on the ride with us. We intend to, as we're converting the garage into the dye studio, we intend to start trying to record some of that as extra content for patrons. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, once again, you can head over to patreon.com/bosskitty and sign up any of those tiers to get that those extra goodies, basically. I love you all. I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday. Do something wonderful. Maybe have some ice cream, right? Or whatever your favorite dessert is. Pie, ice cream, cake pops, cookies. My dad used to eat like rice with milk and sugar and cinnamon on it. Not for me. Bread pudding is really good though, so try that one out. Anyway, I hope you do something good for yourself, because you deserve it. Until then, I guess I should say, Wednesday. We will be back on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time is what I'm trying to say there. So until then, have a great Tuesday. And as always, my loves, happy crafting. Good night. I'm on the wrong page. Good night.